When I discovered cosplay, I'm like, oh my God, people can do that. I can dress as my favorite character.
It started as a hobby. You know when you have this feeling like you are in somewhere else? That's what I felt. And I was like, okay, this is what I meant to be.
It's just any opportunity we can to kind of go out and get in costume and just escape for a bit.
It's a passion to cosplay those characters.
At the end of the day, we're just enjoying ourselves and having fun.
Hi, my name is Asad Mudir, or as a lot of people in the UAE, they know me as Asad the Morning Star. I'm born and brought up here in Dubai. When it comes to cosplaying, it was just something that just struck me from the heart. I was always into pop culture, movies, TV shows, art, entertainment, all of these fun things which are nothing to do with studies, nothing to do with life. A lot of people have asked me what kind of characters you love to cosplay. I like to cosplay villains. There's a good reason behind it too, because it's the villains that actually are the reason why you get a story. They can have all the fun, and that kind of like, don't take it in a very weird way. It kind of like reflects my personality that, just be extroverted, be out and about. General misconceptions that cosplayers face is childish, grow up, look at your age. A lot of stereotyping. Let's say if I put myself, I'm 30 years old. I come from a Pakistani family. So you can imagine, you can literally imagine, it's Eid, for example. You have family in your living room. Everyone's having a nice meal. We're talking and all of that stuff. And then when people say, "What do you do during your free time?" I say, "I cosplay." And then when you try to explain to them what is cosplay, maybe it's a cultural thing that it's not allowed, or nobody will accept you. This entire region has to be educated. This is one of the challenges that we face, to make them understand that cosplay is bigger than they think.
My name is Sumi, well known as Sumi Cosplay. I've been cosplaying since 2011. It started as a hobby. I was a full-time actress. I've been in TV series, movies. I went to film festivals. You know when you were a little and you see this cartoon or you see this movie and you say, I want to be this, I wish to wear like that. I made it happen. Before the cosplay, when it started, nobody take it serious and they think you're a clown.
My name is Aisal Bastaki. I am born and raised in this country. I've been cosplaying since end of 2010. I like to go extreme. Like, if I don't look like the character, I will not do the character. There was one cosplay that interested me a lot. It was the Joker. When they released the movie, I was so in love with the character. I started trying to learn the quotes, why so serious, So I wrote it down as a note. I used to read it in the car and keep it on top of somewhere and then my dad, he looked at it and then he goes to my mom, he's like, your son is crazy. And I'm like, okay, halas, I'm crazy.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cherry, also known as dreamcherries.cosplay on Instagram, also known as Cherry. I've always been interested in fashion. I dress really crazy, honestly. I was really interested in animes and video games since a very young age. It's an accidental profession, to be honest. For me, it's a very heavy hobby. Without cosplay, I think I'd be dead inside. There's a lot of challenges when it comes to cosplay. Generally ignoring the haters. I think it's just over critiquers, where they would be like, why is your wig 2% off from how the character looks canonically? But that could really damage your own confidence, especially if you're a beginner.
Hi there, Douglas Livingstone. I'm the current person in charge of running the 501st here within the UAE and the Rebel Legion. I'd always been a fan of Star Wars from when I was young, and that's really why I sort of got into Star Wars cosplay as well, is because I just liked dressing up as different characters and doing different things. For Rebel Legion and 501st, the standards are quite controlling, really. They're very accurate, they're very screen accurate, so people have sat and studied different screenshots from the films. Accuracy of the costume, I think for us as the cosplayer, there's something of an achievement to have got your costume to that level. But in reality, the public don't know if you've got every exact little bit.
At the start, it's not easy. What I don't make a costume or a cosplay like for Halloween or something. I just make the real thing. It happens a lot, like people think like you can just make the costume like a magic.
One of the drawbacks that we, as photographers and cosplayers, what we end up facing is that cosplaying is not pretty much open in public. So the only place where we can actually do this kind of photography, videography and stuff is inside somebody's house with a green screen. As my own person, I would just, give shout out to every individual who is a photographer, a videographer, just to give that person, not the character, that person, the feel of actually being in their favorite movie, TV show, and actually letting them live their dream.
I support cosplayers and plus photographers, because sometimes you'll find people not having great pictures, professional pictures taken. I said to myself, why can't I be a photographer myself, I just approach them, tell them I'll take amazing pictures and all that.
People disregard how important it is to pose when you're in cosplay, okay? It's something else to just pose like this, and then it's something else to pose like your character.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, my name is Abdullah Loz. I'm the founder of Uprising Events Management. We do events that are related to pop culture, so anime, games, music, cosplay, all of those things. The reason why I started Uprising back in 2019, I'm a big fan of this for the longest times. I love games, I love anime, a lot of people in this region love this type of stuff. And the events that are happening in UAE, at some point they turned more corporate. So it was no longer community focused.
An event at the start think like they're doing a favor to cosplayers to go on their stage, but I keep saying cosplayers are doing the favor because they are doing a free show.
Since I've joined, there was only one con a year, maximum 2. And every event there's more new cosplayers. It's like a big family. Everybody in the UAE cosplay scene knows each other. Maybe not on a first name basis, but we know of each other's existence.
Around GCC, Arab countries, they actually know that we do have pop culture and all that. But if we're going to Europe or we're going to America and such other countries, no, they don't.
I got invited to Fantasy Basel in Switzerland. So they were so amazed that they didn't believe there is Arab or from UAE that can do this level, this cosplay. They were so shocked.
I went to Germany, which is the event called Dukomi. The reaction about having a cosplay community and all that in UAE, they were actually surprised. And they go insanely oh my God, you guys have cosplay there? Yes, this is us. Well, there are a lot of Emiratis are here and they are actually aware of the community here. But slightly, some of the Emirati community, they don't step up sometimes, which I encourage a lot of Emirati people to actually cosplay. And we do have a community now. At the end of the day, we're just enjoying ourselves and having fun.
If you have the soul into your events, people would show up. The community support is massive. Regarding the cosplay competitions, I didn't know about the rule sets. I just reached out. We just said, we're creating this event, and Dream Cherries and Sumi Cosplay. They prepared the rule sets. They prepared so many things. And during the event, after that, we also met new cosplayers, different cosplayers. They said, if you need anything for cosplay, we're ready to help.
We're stepping up to a levels, you know? Other countries actually do know that we have a cosplay community, and we're having a lot of cosplay judges actually visiting UAE as a guest of honor or judging wise coming here.
To be a cosplayer, you have to be a crafter, and you have to know how to sew, and you have to be a makeup artist, and you have to be a hairdresser. So basically, you have to be knowing everything to be a cosplayer.
It's a lot of effort to get into cosplay with the wig, the corset if you have to wear one, the outfit and the makeup and the eyelashes and the contacts. So I'd rather put all this effort into showing the costume in real life.
Cosplaying is not the same as Halloween, let's just be honest. But cosplaying is like professionalism, where you are literally putting your body and sweat into just getting that right representation portrait of the character.
It's not who I am underneath. It's what I do that defines me. My love to Batman is beyond words, as Batman is considered to me a hero. A hero who cares about helping others, makes sure that justice is applied, and makes everyone around him feel safe and happy. Most importantly, he isn't selfish and doesn't care if people knew his real identity or no. He isn't looking for any credit for what he's doing to his city and his people.
I'm Batman DXP, and also known as the Batman of the world. I didn't take the role, I was born for it. I have 3 suits, and each part of the suit was sourced from a different maker around the world. For example, the suit, the belt, and the cowl, I got it from the US. The gauntlets, I got it from Pakistan. The boots, I got it from Brazil. And this suit, it was designed by me and the maker called Unmasked Studio. He came up with an illustration. You have to take the measurement of every part of your body. So you cannot lose weight, you cannot gain weight in order to fit in the suit. I recall when I went to 357 hospital in Cairo, I saw one kid that I will never ever forget. He just finished his chemotherapy session and he was crying. He was around 6 years old. The second he saw me, I saw the smile is like drawn on his face, and I feel the goosebumps now.
Turning up and trying to support community events. So Eleanor Special Needs School, they have an annual sort of fun run. We've also done hospital visits as well, where we went in and went around some awards with them just to see kids and everything that were there.
If you can make this kid smile for 5 seconds throughout his whole day, this is an achievement. This is a responsibility towards your community.
My name is Bob Layton. I am an American comic book artist, writer, illustrator, editor. I have pretty much done everything in my long career. From the time I started out as a fan and as an early cosplayer until now, where I'm cosplaying as an old man. I came here, I think in 2017. This became my second home. I fell in love with the place and the people. That's where I met my friend Rashid Farouk and his family. When it comes to being a geek, we're all the same, aren't we? You know, I mean, that's the one thing that binds us all together is our love for the medium and our love of the craft. Cosplaying, you actually become part of the convention itself. You know, you become an element of that con. You know, you walk around and people want to take pictures of you and stuff like that, right? So in a lot of ways, it's kind of esteem building. Sometimes I'm just amazed at the craftsmanship they put into their cosplay outfits. To create them in real life is a real challenge because, as you know, with the Marvel movies, those are generated computer images. You know, they don't actually wear those armors.
The experience with the cosplayers is usually one of my favorites. You see them having like a push-up competition of some sort in the mall. It gives that vibe that this character is out there. It's not just like a costume. They're playing out their character as well.
I like to cosplay characters that I consider myself to have like a close connection with. Jolene especially, she's my favorite JoJo character, like from the JoJos. If I love the character, if I love their design, most likely I will cosplay them. It's a passion to cosplay those characters.
Group cosplaying, I mean, it's quite different from individual cosplaying. When you're all there together, it's an impressive kind of look, and you see the reaction of people when they see you. And even if they don't know who you are, they just love to see you there.
Cosplay changed my life. Before Corona, in 1 year, I think 2019, and I was like, what do you think if I sing songs in the character and I wear it in cosplay? And when I start to sing in front of the audience, you know when you have this feeling like when you sing, you are in somewhere else? That's what I felt. And I was like, okay, this is what I meant to be, because, when I did the acting, I didn't have that feeling, but I have it when I sing. I've been recognized by events, companies, gaming companies, get invited as a guest or judge. I met Vega Cosplay, he's my partner, my husband now, because of the cosplay. I went to my singing because of the cosplay, and I'm working full-time job in the cosplay. I travel to different countries because of the cosplay. So basically it changed my whole life.
If I'm being very honest, I would say, let me just look at this very moment right now. Cosplay has actually brought a lot of light into my life. When I was working, I basically barely had any friends. And then I went to my first Comic-Con, and then a whole new world. It's had a huge impact on me, physically and mentally as well. I feel happier. I don't think I'm the only weirdo on the planet. There is a whole world out there where I can actually be myself and relate to my personality-wise. Seeing is believing. Go to a convention. That's it. Just go there and live it, experience it.